Alrighty, in today's video we are going to be changing a blade on the bandsaw. I'll show you how to do it and how to do it properly so it's all set up. My band that came with this snapped, but wasn't expected to last long anyway, but it was caused, that I did find, by chips being packed in here. So now they're freed up and out. We'll get the blade out. Actually going to be putting a metal blade on it today, so let's get to it. Right, first up we've got a couple of hex nuts here, but they've got twist locks underneath, so you just undo the little dial, pop this one out, just slacken this one off a bit and push it out the way. That'll take care of that. We'll get them out the way. Next up will be the back. Up and under here at the table at the back you have two twist lock mechanisms that come off. They have washers, so just undo that, slip the washer off, get the one behind it, and also the washers. So you'll now have your two handles. Where are we? Two handles, two washers. I'll put them out the way. Okay, we now have that done. We can remove the table completely off and have that kept by. Next up, need a big flat-headed screwdriver. That's what the mechanism is in this anyway. Get you back so you can have a look. Right. The blade just comes out from these slits over here. This one here and this one in the blade guide. Might need to tweak and twist the blade a bit in order to free it up. Voila! This was the wood blade that I had, completely snapped, and now we will be replacing this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a very fine tooth metal blade, so we'll get this on.
Does it have to go on anyway?
Yeah, it does have to go on a special way, buddy. So yeah, you got to be looking for the teeth. The teeth facing down the way is going to be your cutting side. So we just loop it partially onto the bottom. Got a thick bristle brush down here that gets in the way, but just push past that. And then feed it through the two slits. Up on, hold it on the top wheel, feed it through your guide. Now it's practically on the wheel. The tensioner at the top, you can just give that a little bit of a tighten just so that the wheel holds on to it. Not tight yet. Make sure we have the blade at least covering the wheel, and give it more of a tighten. Now at this point you've got a little bit of tension on the blade. Just give the wheel a couple of turns. Now you can see here that the blade's starting to come to the front, so I'm going to twist the adjustment lever on the back here and just tighten it in a little bit. Now you'll see I gave it a few twists and the blade has now went right to the back. Now I want, because this is a fine belt, I want the bottom of the teeth to be in the center of the band, right, which they pretty much are. I'm happy with where mine's is, so I'm going to give mine just that little bit more tension, maybe a little bit more. And over here I'm just looking for a little bit of flex. Shouldn't be able to touch the side wall. That's enough flex for me. I give it a spin. I look at the blade, and the blade is still, and then we'll get you some light. The blade is still middle of the teeth, down at the bottom of the teeth, or in the center of the band. So you don't want the back of the actual band being up against the back, because then your blade's sitting kind of tilted out following the curve. So you want the middle of the gully where the teeth are, you want them to be sitting on the center line. So now that's all in lovely jubbly, we'll get this closed up. Where are we? Right. If I can find the screwdriver. So yeah, it's very quick and simple, there's no stress about it. The tracking on the back is just so you can keep your blade straight, really. Like, there might be times that you find when you're cutting your wood it's kind of veering off to the left or the right. So if it's veering off to the left, I think you've got your blade too far forward, and if it's veering off to the right, I think you've got it too far back. So you want the blade to cut your stuff perfectly straight. Right, now we have it on, we will get it plugged in. So again, yeah, always make sure that you've unplugged your machines before you start working on them. And we'll give it a test. Like a dream. Then we'll get the rest of the stuff built back up. Also, you might want to check before you even turn it on that the little blade guides inside aren't in the way, so if even while you're changing your belt, you might want to undo these a little bit and slide them back out the way just until you have it on and get it all lined up, and then you can reline everything, because every belt will be different. So it takes a couple of seconds just to get everything sorted, and then everything seems absolutely fine. So there you go. There's how to change your bandsaw blade on a mini bandsaw, or any bandsaw really, but this has been the mini bandsaw from Parkside. So there you go, no excuses not to quickly get a belt. And what we will do is, with a broken belt, I've heard you could use 50% silver solder with paste flux to weld them back together basically, and reuse them after grinding the tips out. So we'll give that a bash in another video. Ain't wasting a belt, not at like £13 a pop. Right, go for now guys, thanks a lot, bye.